Bonjour and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your January tarot reading. This is going to be a reading for the people who are born under the Empress card, the Hangman card or the World card. So your ruling number is number 2, which is the number of creative intent, actualization, growth and development. So I hope you are all doing well and that you've had a wonderful time with your loved one over the holidays. I'm going to be using the Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. I've reviewed this gorgeous deck on my channel. I will drop you a link in the description box below if you want to check out the cards and maybe get them for yourselves. So if you would like to connect to the energies of my deck, now is the time to do so by taking a couple of deep breaths whilst I shuffle the card. So what do my querents born under the Empress, the Hangman and the World cards need to hear for their highest good for January, please? So I'm going to do a 9-card spread, starting with the near past. We have the Two of Cups. The current situation, we have the Nymph of Pentacles. This is the Page of Pentacles in this deck. And in the near future, we have the Warrior of Swords. That's the Knight of Swords. In the air sector of your spread, you have the Two of Pentacles. So we have two twos already showing up in your reading. In the earth sector, we have a major arcana, Temperance. In the fire sector, we have another major arcana, Strength, which is fire energy. Let me make a bit of space so it fits. In the water sector of your spread, we have another major arcana. We have the universe or the world energy, which is a really nice card. What's helping you? We have the Eight of Pentacles. And what's hindering you? We have the Warrior of Pentacles, which is another Knight energy, but Pentacles this time. So the bottom of the deck, which is the energy underlying that you may not be aware is at work, we have the Three of Cups. Now this is a lovely card to have as an underlying energy because this is saying that your spirit team is actively working to bring about some joyful moments, you know, something to celebrate, to rejoice about. Maybe a time where you feel more sociable, maybe a time where you connect more with other people, and if you've been feeling lonely, that would obviously dissipate, because with the Three of Cups, this is emotional growth, this is really having something to feel happy about, which is a lovely energy to have. So let me put it over here. I hope you can still see it a bit, because it's a bit tight. Okay, so in the near past we have the Two of Cups, and in the current situation we have the Page of Pentacles. Now the twos, generally speaking, represents decisions, crossroads, duality, but with the Cups energy it talks about significant partnerships in your life. So yes, it could be a soulmate, a significant romantic partnership, but it could also be a deep friendship or a deep bond you have with someone in your family or someone in your community, or yeah, a deep friendship with a co-worker. Or it could also be a partnership that's going to be significant in business, for instance. You know, someone who's, you know, going to work side by side with you and support you and be there for you. So, you know, obviously take what resonates. But this is what was the focus in the near past and is still having an impact on the current situation. And in the current situation, we have the Page of Pentacles. Now, the pages represent news coming your way. They also represent new directions and the desire to learn, because they're training to become knights. Now, the Pentacles energy is to do with your 3D world. So it could be talking about your home life, your work life, financial assets, education, career, anything like that. So there may well have been some kind of news that has just occurred from this person that, you know, was significant to you in the past. That could be one of the things. It could well be also that you have been given a new opportunity if you're here for work. Like, go on this training, and then with this training it opens the door to a better paid position, for instance. You could become a supervisor, for instance, or whatever the case may be, because the Page of Pentacles is also developing their skills, learning to become the knight, as I just said. You get the meaning of it. So this really depends on your circumstances, because, as I said, it could be an opportunity like that's offered to you, or it could be news coming from this person. Now, the opportunity could also come from somebody who is significant in your life. You could have, for instance, at work, I have to say it is for someone out there, your boss is like a mentor to you. They're training you, they're developing your skills, and they've given you a brand new opportunity at the beginning of the month, which you may be obviously considering taking on, because it's a good opportunity for you. So it really does depend. But as I said, it's either news coming your way, or a new direction that's brought upon by some kind of door that opens for you. But it's very concrete, because it's earth energy. So it's not like an empty promise. I'm talking about something very concrete that's offered to you. Now, you have the Two of Pentacles in the air sector, which is what's on your mind. The Two of Pentacles talks about weighing up your options, okay? Being at a crossroads, having to make a decision, and looking at things in a very practical way. You may be weighing up your resources, like financial resources, or where you live, or do you have enough time to commit to this extra training, or to commit to this new project, because maybe this project is not going to be remunerated initially, but it's going to open so many doors that long term you can see the benefit for your future. So it completely depends on your circumstances. Now, being ruled by number 3, which is of growth and expansion, I can see how you would feel very interested in anything that, has the prospect of making you grow in every sense of the way, whether you're growing emotionally, spiritually, or financially. So I would say that in your mind, you are being very pragmatic about this. And then in the earth sector of your spread, which represents your actual resources, you have temperance. Now, this is a major arcana, bigger energy, and this is your spirit team talking directly to you and saying, do not do anything excessive. Okay, this is the card of the middle ground, of moderation, making sure that, for instance, you don't overspend or overinvest, whether we're talking financial or of your time. At this stage anyway, is what they're saying, because things are going to grow. You have the Three of Cups there, which is, something to be happy about, working in the background, but the advice really is to be moderate. The other thing I could say to you about this is that with temperance comes the idea of alchemy, of mixing two components and creating a third one that didn't exist before. So there may be an advice for you to look at how to make something happen even though you think you can't, if you see what I'm saying. So you may feel restricted for whatever reason. Maybe you don't have the time, maybe you don't have the financial resources, whatever it is that you feel you may lack. And the advice is, well, actually, maybe you can call upon your circle of people who support you, whether they're family, blood related, or whether they're from your community or friends, and say, hey, could you help me? Could you do this for me? Maybe look after the kids or whatever, so that you get that extra time, so that you can then invest it in that project, if you see what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting from that, but no excesses, definitely not. Find the middle ground and make it work is what I'm getting. Now here is the fire sector of your spread, which is what you desire, what really drives you. And you've got the strength card. Now strength, again, major arcana, this is fire energy. Now the strength card is to do with having the inner fortitude to see something done. It's an incredibly driven card, and this is your spirit team saying, you've got this, okay? You've got all the skills, everything that you need is there, you just need to believe in yourself. This is a card that says, do not doubt yourself, you are a strong individual. Now the other aspect of this card is also, and that will be for some of you, be careful of your own inner demon and tame it, because the strength card is a card of overcoming, for instance, our self-doubt, whatever it is that's our beast that we need to tame. The Strength card is saying you are stronger than this and you need to overcome it. So this being in your desire sector, this is saying to me that you really want this, but you are aware it may not be easy, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If the Strength card appears, it is saying that you're going to need to persevere, to believe in yourself. But this is a definitely positive card that says ultimately you've got this, don't worry about it. This is also something that maybe you are coveting because it appeals to you because it's not easy to get. Again, that's a message for someone out there. I had to let it out because it was screaming in my head. But for some of you, it may well be that you see this as a challenge and this drives you. Because again, when you're born under a number 3, which is that growing energy, that creative intent, there is this underlying need to grow, to push the boundaries, if you see what I'm saying. And with the Strength card here, this may be saying that you want this new door that open, new opportunity, whatever it is, because it's challenging, it's exciting for you, maybe going against a little bit of a competition or something that maybe is not in your comfort zone, that excites you, that drives you. That's for some of you out there. Now, in your emotions and feelings, the water side of it, we have the universe. Now, again, major arcana. Now, a third of your spread is major arcana, so we're dealing with big energies here. The universe is a beautiful card of leveling up, This is having learned all the lessons you needed to and successfully going through the portal. Being that you've got this in your heart, this may show that, you want that recognition, because the universe, well, there is that element of recognition with it, recognition of what you've achieved, of you've worked hard on it, and this is, that the energy of you reap what you sow, which, most people want. I mean, that's only fair, right? If you work hard at something, you're going to want it to be recognized or recompensated depending on what the situation is. So your heart is yearning for this, to close out the cycle, to get to that level. For some of you, it may literally represent abroad, the world, like you want to travel the world, or that offer is to do with somewhere else in the world. So for some of you, it may apply to that as well. But the main message I'm getting is that desire to get the recognition, get there, and maybe even, fast forward a little bit is what they're saying. Now, what's helping you is the Eight of Pentacles, and what's hindering you is the Knight of Pentacles. Now that's very interesting, because Pentacles energy, as I've explained with those two cards here, is earth energy, very grounded, very stable, an energy you can rely upon. So the Eight of Pentacles talks about having skills and being hardworking. This is the card of diligent work, someone who applies themselves, works hard, invests time, effort, energy, and develop their skills to a point where it gets recognized. Somebody who doesn't take a day off, somebody who doesn't take a shortcut, works hard, and the work gets recognized because they've put in the time and effort and sweat equity. And this is talking about your attitude. This is saying you're a hardworking person, you understand the value of working hard, of applying yourself and developing your skills, which I'm not surprised to see, because you've got this Page of Pentacles right here. And as I said to you, for some of you, it may be something that excites you because it's an opportunity to develop your skills and move up, for instance, in the company you work in, if you work in a company. But what's hindering you is the Knight of Pentacles. Now the Knights, and you have two, represents things moving forwards, taking action, and this is the most reliable of all of the Knights. This is the Knight that has the eyes on the prize and will plan all of the steps in order to get there. This is the slowest of the Knight, but this is somebody who is very calculated, and who, you can depend on. So there may be for you a word of, you may be too cautious, when I look at it with this Two of Pentacles, weighing up your options is very much on your mind, will I be able to do this, will I be able to do that? So there may be a word here of saying that you although you are very hardworking, you may be too cautious, which is slowing the progress of things. Otherwise, it may talk about a direct competition, and this would be somebody who embodies this kind of energy. Again, no genders attached. So it would be someone who is a planner, someone who's a strategist, someone who has their eyes on the prize, as I said, and will go about it in a safe way. So, take what resonates. But in the near future, you get the Knight of Swords. Now, this is the fastest of the knights. This is air energy. So this is things moving forwards very quickly. So it could be you deciding to take action, having had all of the information, because you've been thinking about it, you've been weighing up your options, you've worked hard, and you decide, that's it, I know everything I need to know about this, and I'm going to take actions towards it. Or it could be a knight coming your way, giving you the information that you need to move things forwards. Either way, it's leading to this Three of Cups, to this energy of happiness and having something to rejoice. So if it's somebody coming with news or maybe some knowledge that you need that's going to help you move forward, that could be the case. Or it's just you deciding, that's it, I know what I'm going to do, and I'm ready to really go for it. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. It looks to be a very interesting month for you. If you've enjoyed it, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, I thank you for your time. It's your most precious commodity. I'm so humbled you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a truly wonderful month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.